YouTube? It's your boy, the Franchise Guy, come back at you again with another episode of Madden 19 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode. And right now we have playoff football. Playoffs looking a little different than they are in real life, to be honest. Divisional round is gonna happen today. Um, yeah, it's gonna happen today. No way around that. But instead of Eagles Seahawks, it's gonna be Eagles versus Saints. Seahawks lost last week to the Cowboys. I mean, could be worse. Look at that. Look at that. Saints Rams. That's gonna be a powerhouse matchup next week. I'm pretty much banking on we're gonna win this game. There's no reason why we shouldn't win this game. I'm literally not banking on that defense stopping us. And I'm not really banking on that offense, scoring many points on us. Russell Westbrook on the season, 33 touchdowns, just under 4,000 yards, and 14 picks. Not the safest with the ball, honestly. Just a little over 50% for the touchdown to pick ratio. 3rd and 5 right now. Wilson in the pocket, and he's going to get taken down. Fletcher Cox with the sack right now. Look at that. Busting a move. That is a big man dancing right there. That is something not anybody want to see. Carson Wentz, 43 for 13, same amount of picks, just under 5,000 yards. Wentz had a good year. He had some games where he's a little too free with the ball. He had a couple of double pick games. It's never a good thing. Zach Ertz got hurt in that last play. Not really sure what happened to him. So we have Richard Rodgers in right now. Not the greatest backup to have, personally. I'd rather they put Goddard in, but they put Richard Rodgers. And we set it for the long field goal, and Elliott just comes up just short. So we're giving them pretty good field position, and they're going to find the receiver wide open over the middle. 3rd and 16 now. Wilson going deep, and it's going to get broken up by Malcolm Jenkins. They have an average distance field goal, and they're going to make it. They take a 3-0 lead so far. Now 5 minutes left in the first. Carson Wentz is going to go out rolling, going to get a 16-yard pickup right there. It's going to mark him at 15 for the pickup right there. But something that we need at Carson Wentz is his mobility, and right there on 3rd and short, gets hit as he's thrown, and incomplete, forced to take a field goal. Elliott ties it all up. It's good to see. This is a good thing to see right there, this game being all tied up. 1st and 10, forcing a fumble. I believe that's Jalen Mills that did. Derek Barnett with the recovery. And that's momentum this Eagles team needs right there. Carson Wentz gets leveled as he throws it. Nelson Aguilar retains possession of the catch, though. And, well, yeah, he gets down to the 5-yard line. 107 yards so far for the Eagles. First catch of the night for Nelson. Cork went rolling out wide, and Philly, because no one saw him roll out wide, and it is a wide open touchdown, his first receiving touchdown of the game. Alright, now with a 10-3 lead, Brandon Graham gonna get on the sack party, gets his first sack of the game right now, forcing a 3rd and 11 right now for the Seahawks. And on 3rd down, Wilson's going to hit as he's thrown for an incomplete pass, forcing a punt on 4th and 11 within their 35-yard line. That Carson Wentz not pick up the block right there. Coleman coming in just leveling Wentz from behind. First sack of the game, though, allowed by the Eagles O-line. Not the worst. I've seen them have some pretty bad games. But Tyler Lockett gets into free space right there, and he's going to take it to the house, tie this game up, 54-yard touchdown. And after a missed holding call right there, I guess that's what's going to happen. On a 3rd and long, Carson Wentz is going to find a wide open receiver. Get that ball to the 45-yard line. Now on the 10-yard line, hand this ball off to Corey Clement, who's going to run his way in for a touchdown. Give this team a 6-point lead. And hopefully after a contested field goal, which we do, has a 7-point lead right now. And look at that. McKenzie right there breaking free, taking this one to the house. We just scored and they just tied it right back up. This defense is not showing what it should be. It's McKissick, not McKenzie. I said McKenzie, not McKissick. 1st and 10. You never want to see that. Letting up a sack right there to Carson Wentz. 3rd and a mile right now. Gonna air this ball up to Alshon Jeffrey, and that ball is gonna get popped up in the air. Land harmlessly on the ground. They think they should have caught it, but it wasn't really a playable catch for them. After a punt, give the ball up. Fletcher Cox. 2nd sack of the game, forcing a 3rd and 19. That's a big man dancing right there. It's a similar situation for the Seahawks as the Eagles were in. Instead of trying to air the ball deep, they run the ball to McKissick for no gain. Calling a time right there, so we have a full minute on the clock, and with 1 second left going into the half, Jake Elliott shanks the kick. That was an ugly shank. But going to halftime, we're leading in all offensive categories, passing yards and rushing yards technically, and we have 1 turnover. We have forced 1 turnover opposed to them forcing no turnovers. I mean, could be worse, I guess. I mean, we could be technically down, but right now we're not down. Game's all tied up at 17 all. A little unfortunate. 4th and 2, going for a statement down right there in the 3rd quarter. Picking it up to Dallas Goedert right there. His 10th reception of the game. Zach Ertz was done for the game, by the way, so he didn't come back. And on a handoff right there, Carson Wentz gets sacked on a handoff, credited as a run play. And instead of, probably finding it to B, who was wide open, we threw it to Nelson Aguilar over the middle. Pass gets deflected on forcing a 4th and 13. This time, Elliott's kick is good, gives the Eagles a 3-point lead with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. McKissick, though, getting another big gain there, breaking out the spin move, eventually gets brought down after like a 15-yard game. McKissick's having the approach of a career day right now. Look at that. On the 3rd and 3, they try to do a read option. This defense was not fooled. They bring Russell Wilson down for a loss of a yard. 4th and 4 down. Now a 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. Wentz is going to be hit as he's thrown. I mean, not really sure where he was throwing it to, but incomplete. Just have just under 10 minutes left, and Russell Wilson going to get sacked again, this time by Haloti Ngata. His 1st sack of the game. Look at that. Ngata now gets down with a trip, and no harm, no foul. Bring McKissick down on the screen pass, forcing a 4th and 18. And with that 3-point lead, we're going to hand the ball off to Corey Clement, who's going to get a nice 15-yard gainer right there. I mean, Doug Pearson's happy. We got some breathing room. And right now, we're just going to hand this ball off. There's no reason to throw it. And that's the last thing we want to see right there. Corey Clement is down with an injury. I mean, that's not good. It's not something to see. We're already thin at running back right now. We don't have Jay Ajayi. He's done for this season. I mean, Corey Clement was our all-purpose back who we were hoping to go into next season with being our number 1 running back, but I guess now we have to rethink that too. I have Josh Adams now on the goal line. He's going to break 2 defenders, and he's going to dive in for the touchdown. His 1st career postseason touchdown. Way to go, Josh Adams. And look at that. everyone's gonna eat tonight. Eagles take a nice 9-point lead before the extra point. And with the extra point being good, they have a 10-point lead, a minute left, and that's not something the Steelers can afford, allowing Fletcher Cox's third sack of the game. Look at that. On a 3rd and 16, where are you throwing it to? Russell Wilson. Sidney Jones, pick 6, seals the game, and the Seahawks team just didn't pan out. It really didn't. They were competitive for the first 3.5 quarters, and then if you throw a pick 6, with a minute left in the game, you're not going to win. I'm sorry. Then we end up winning 34-17, 201 passing yards, 190 rushing yards, 2 takeaways, one being a fumble, the other one being a pick 6 by second-year corner Sidney Jones. Great game right now for the Eagles. Eagles limited their mistakes. Carson Wentz, 215 passing yards. His sacked twice. I mean, not the worst. He's been sacked more times. Corey Clement had 113 rushing yards. Darren Sproles had 53. Carson Wentz had 18. Smallwood had 3. Aguilar had 2. Josh Adams had 1 and a touchdown. Receiving, Goddard led the team with 88 receiving yards. Followed by Jeffrey, Richard Rodgers, Mike Wallace, Nelson Aguilar, Corey Clement. Blocking. No one allowed a sack, apparently. Or Lane Johnson allowed 1 sack. Defense. Looks like Rodney McLeod leads the team with 7 total tackles. Not the worst. Fletcher Cox, 3 sacks. Good for him. Lenada had a sack on the game. We're not having any sacks in the game. Sidney Jones with a pick right there. Graham had a sack. But if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you guys missed an episode, make sure you guys check the playlist down below. We do upload every week. Did upload last week just so the divisional round games matched up. But peace out, rock on YouTube.